Aloha everyone and welcome back to the CO2 Rundown. I'm your host Chad Owens. Happy Wednesday, midweek, peak of the week. We've got an exciting show for you guys today as always, but before we get into it, I'm giving you that last little bit of reminder about football fever. Yes, it's back and you can still get your football fever ballots in today's Honolulu Star-Advertiser. You have to fill it out today and turn it in today to select Long's Drugs to give yourself a chance to win. This weekly prize this season is unbelievable. Thanks to Vacations Hawaii, trip for two to Las Vegas plus $500 cash. Yeah, if that doesn't sound enticing, I don't know what else it's gonna take. Free trips to Vegas plus money in your pocket to enjoy. Look, go check it out, get your football fever ballots in and compete with myself and the rest of the panelists. Let's dive on in to the CO2 Rundown. One of my favorite articles that we put out in Honolulu Star-Advertiser is the Hawaii Grown Report, right, where we feature and talk about Hawaii athletes, high school athletes that are going on and doing amazing things at the college level. And being that we are in full swing, college football is back. We've got 85 players from Hawaii on teams right now doing their thing, getting ready to kick things off. So in the world of college football, it's so competitive, especially at the Division I level. But whether you're in D1, D2, D3, junior college, NCAA, Division I AA, it doesn't matter. If you're out there doing what you love, getting an education, to me, that's the most important thing. And there's tons of guys that have made it to the NFL coming from the smaller schools. But one particular guy that we're talking about here is Zion Tupuola-Fetui, former Pearl City graduate who has unfortunately, is towards Achilles last year and is coming back from that injury. And Achilles tendon tears are one of the worst. It's up there with the ACLs and a couple others. But in the moment, I've talked about injuries before. In the moment, it's like, man, why me? This is the worst thing in the world. I was just balling out. I was just doing these things. My dreams came crashing down. Well, I'm here to tell you that it wasn't until I tore my ACL that I started to really dive into my body, the anatomy of the human body. I started learning how everything was interconnected because I was like, okay, I don't want to go through this again. So I want to know as much as I can to prevent injuries, to be as a complete athlete as possible. And the best way to go about doing that is learning about the body, learning what you should be putting in your body, learning how to take care of your body. It's very important. And in Zion's case, like, he's learning that, and he's just chomping at the bit, excited to get back out there as an edge rusher, as all these guys are, So I really love Hawaii Grown Report because, like I said, it highlights the athletes that are from here, that have moved on, that are doing amazing things. So Zion, continue to work through that, man. The best, is yet to come. Hey, they say every setback promotes a major comeback. So the comeback is going to be real. We can't wait to watch you in action. Let's get it. After week's one humbling loss, I don't like talking about the losses, that our UH football team had. And yeah, we all had hoped for and wanted a coming out party for head coach Timmy Chang, a victory off the bat. But I still think he won. And this is why. He got that first game under his belt. You could probably go down the list of all the great coaches, and it'd be interesting to see who lost their first game, actual head coaching job. When they got that, did they win or lose their first game? Adversity is the test of your character, how you respond. And Coach Timmy Chang said that adversity is good for us, right? We will respond. And the main thing that he's done is to ensure his coaches, hey, we've got a long way to go. This is just week one, but we're going to make these adjustments. He let the players know, hey, we believe in you. And that's the message, again, to the fans. Regardless of the scores, regardless of the records, we got to still believe, right? We got to have that belief in our Rainbow Warriors. And, so to me, that's a victory. Now, on the other side, because of that, because of the, I guess, uncertainty of the QB position, it's an open competition again, but this time with three of them, right? Braden Shager, Joey Yellen, and Cameron Cooper, right? And so, competition, I talked about it before. It's great. You're going to push each other. You're going to elevate each other. And at the end of the day, it's good. It's a good problem to have when you have three guys that could potentially be starters. Because it just knows if someone was to go down or something happens, you got somebody that can step in right away. So, but we need to find that pivot position. We need to secure it so that coaches know, the guy himself knows, the offense knows, everyone in that locker room knows, okay, this is the guy, we're going to be going to battle with. This is our quarterback. And so, we'll see how this week unfolds. We've got a couple days left of preparation for Western Kentucky. And again, this is another week one. Every week is a new week one. It's a new opportunity. We flushed last week, even if they won, it's flushed. It's gone. Our focus is on this week. And for that being said, let's go Bows. Our UH Rainbow Wahine volleyball team is eager to play in front of our home crowd. This will be the first unrestricted game and crowd since 2019. Unrestricted. So that means Simplified Arena is going to be packed, jam-packed. We need it that way because we've got a tough weekend coming up. We've got Texas State, West Virginia, and number 23, UCLA. So we're going to need all that support. We talked about early adversities, both for our University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior football team, as well as our Wahine volleyball team, who, went 0-3 to start the season on the road last week. It's tough, but adversity fuels us. As athletes, we take those L's and we learn and we get better. That's the great thing about sports, is that you get the next week to do better, especially early in the season, right? Toward the end of the season, last game, playoff defining game, things like that. If you lose, you're out. You win, you move on. Those types of situations are different. But when you got games coming up, when you got the opportunity to get better, you go back to work, right? You take the L, you go back to work, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. You come together more as a team, as a coaching staff, and then you put your best foot forward. The goal is to get better than you were yesterday, than you were last week. Practice got to be better. So as an athlete, I always prided myself, as a football player, I went into each practice with a focus. So today, I'm going to focus based on what my performance was in a game. You know what? I missed a couple blocks. I'm going to really engage on my blocking this week, or today at this practice. I'm going to engage, and I'm going to stay engaged so I can get my running back to the next level. This day I'm focused on holding on to the football a little bit longer when I catch it. I'm not going to rush to secure it. I'm going to squeeze it. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to squeeze it here, focus my eyes on the point, extra split second, and then secure it. If you go into practice with purpose, detailed purpose, that's how you get better, and that's how you get the most out of your practices, your skill development, because that's what that's about. If you're not practicing on your craft to get it better, or the details within your craft, if you're not practicing with that purpose, with that detailed orientation, you can't expect a different result. So the goal is to work on something specific and new each and every day to just round out your game. I know, this is stemming from a Rainbow Wahine, but I'm talking to all athletes. I'm talking to all people, even in your daily work. Okay, so choose a focus each and every day. You have your daily tasks, you have the things you have to do, but detail that work and see what happens. Let's go Bows. We are celebrating 50 years of Rainbow Wahine athletics and Title IX. And they're calling this the Wahine on the Rise. And there's a couple of events coming up to support this campaign starting tomorrow. They're calling it the Day of Giving, where you can come out and be a part of this. And September 10th, it's a field day at the TC Ching Athletic Complex. It's a free event. come out, various activities with some Rainbow Wahine athletes, and a chance to win some tickets to the volleyball game. So you don't want to miss this because of, yeah, you can win some stuff, you can interact with the athletes, but most importantly is supporting. Right? Title IX has provided opportunities for our Rainbow Wahine and our Wahine athletes on all levels, right? To do what they do and do it at a high level. And we've talked about this a lot on the show, but they're still fighting that fight. We're still trying to get, women are still trying to get, to a place where they feel equally respected as men, men athletes, male athletes. And so, and they deserve it. They put in all the same work, the same hours, they make the same sacrifices. And, on all levels of, high school, college, even professionally, management of your day, management of your lives. It's the same, right? We make so much sacrifices as athletes, male or female, it's all the same. And so kudos to those that came before, that made Title IX possible for our legends, our Rainbow Wahine legends. And this is just such an awesome event. So make sure you guys are supporting and you guys take part in Wahine on the Rise. Let's go, Bows. And that is it for today's show. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Don't forget about your football fever ballots. Get them things turned in for your chance to win the vacation to Hawaii trip for 2 to Vegas. And at the end, grand prize, Big Green Egg Kamado Grill. So you got to participate to give yourself a chance to win. Mahalo again to Long's Drugs for all of their support of the show. Let's continue to support local and make Long's Drugs a part of our days. I'll see you all come Aloha Friday for the pregame show with head coach Timmy Chang.